Hi everyone, and thanks for being with me today for my weigh-in update. This is my second week weigh-in back at Slimming World. So it's been going really well, really enjoying being back on the plan, enjoying everything I'm eating. And as I've said to you before, if you watch my daily videos, I just feel so much more like comfortable being on the Slimming World plan. It's like it's kind of like second nature in a way because I'm so used to doing it from over the years. Obviously, there's little bits that have changed over the years. Um, but my biggest thing is that I eat a lot more healthier doing Simmer World. I like the fact that I can just pick an apple up when I want to. Um, Obviously, I know, as I've said, everything in moderation. I'm not going to eat 10 apples a day, same as I'm not going to eat like 2 tubs of 0% Greek yogurt a day. It all is in moderation. For me, anyway, I know there are people out there that can eat, they can eat rice, pasta, potatoes, and everything, and still get a weight loss. But for me, I do have to be mindful of my portions and what I'm actually eating. um there's somebody that on our Facebook group, she's lost, I think she's lost something like an amazing 7 stone, I think. But I see when she has her meals, she saves a healthy extra B for say like the other night I noticed she had healthy extra B with a burger in. And so she had that, and she also had homemade cinnamon roll chips on the side, plus pasta. Now that for me, it would be a no-no, all those carbs, but there are people that can do it. So, lucky them is all I can say. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. As I say, it's my second week. Um, and I've been saving my healthy extra B this week most days, I think, for having 2 hi-fis of an evening, because that is when I'm looking for something sweet. Um, I do look for something sweet after lunch as well quite often, although I'm trying not to do it now. I'm trying to get out of that, eating a pink and white or whatever it may have been, like in the afternoon, sort of, you've got that afternoon where you're a bit peckish. So I try now and have a piece of fruit. Yeah, but it's the evening that I definitely need something. So that's why I think that if I save my healthy extra B, I can then have my hi-fi bars, which, I've been really enjoying having those. But then I might try and change it up a little bit this week, maybe. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Um, I do like to plan the night before what I'm going to eat the next day, but sometimes you don't always feel like what you've planned. You don't feel like having that necessarily. So sometimes it needs to change a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, last week on my first weigh-in, I lost 2.5 pounds. Now, on my second weigh-in, it doesn't matter what I've done, but I always seem to have a maintain or I gain 0.5 pound. Um, I think it's been a long time. I've done this journey on Slimming World so many times now, and I've looked back on some of my history on some of my books, and it seems like a pattern. The first week I'll lose whatever I lose, and then the second week it is like 0.5 pound gain or something. So I don't know why, but let's get into what I have done this week. And so last week was 2.5 pound on my first week back. And then this morning I maintained. So I am exactly the same weight as last week, which I kind of expected because I did say to you the other night that is how my body seems to work, that on the second week I get this maintain or a gain. Now I'm just so glad it wasn't a gain, because that's when it really deflates me and I start feeling, you know, um, not fed up. Well, yeah, fed up, and then it's harder to stick to. So yeah, I mean, it's not the result I wanted. Obviously, I wanted a loss, but I, I know that I've been 100%. I know that what you've seen is what I've done. And I know that I've kept within 10 sins a day. I think there was one day, probably weigh day, and one other day, I think, that I was over. But apart from that, I have been under 10 sins. So, I know all that is okay. So I think it is just my body. So I'm hoping next week will show a loss. I will be back to Tuesday weigh-in next week. And then that is my last weigh-in then before I go on holiday, my official weigh-in. But I will weigh at home because I said I'll keep a track of what I weighed today, but I won't because it's next week I'm going to weigh in. And then next week I'll look, see what I am here. And then I'll kind of be able to judge then what I've done. Because what I don't want to do is start, because when I weigh next Tuesday, and then because I know I'm not going to group the following week, I don't want my holiday to start from next Tuesday, if you see what I mean. Because that is sometimes in the mindset you think, oh, well, I'm not going now. I can, but that's not what I want, because obviously I want to go on holiday as less bloated and everything as possible. So that is my plan anyway. So fingers crossed next week will show a loss. It should do. I'm going to stick to it 100%. I think I'm going to try and just change little things this week. Maybe my Healthy Extra Bs, change them up a little bit. And I did notice that last week, most days I had both of my Healthy Extra A's. So maybe I'll try not to have those every day, although you are allowed them. It is within the plan, but now I'm that much closer to holiday, I do want to try and get any pounds off that I can, obviously. So yeah, so I'm okay with a maintain. I wouldn't lie and say that I wasn't disappointed, because I was, but as long as it wasn't a gain, then that is fine with me. So here's to another week. I'm quite excited for the week ahead. I have done my shopping today, so everything is in place and ready for another great week of food optimizing. So I've been and bought my hi-fi bars today at group as well. I really wanted to buy that Trey Mendes cookery book, and I looked at it and I thought, should I get it? And I didn't, and I really wish I had. So I might order that next week, I think, because it does look good. So I'm not sure. I didn't look through every single page, but it does look, like something I would use. Although I've got so many Simmer World cookery books here, it's unbelievable. But I don't know whether it's the same with you, but I just seem to stick to the same thing. I mean, we do experiment now and again, obviously, but general days, it's the same thing. So I mean, that's what we've got to get out of, is a rut of eating the same foods, I guess. So yeah, anyway, so I maintain this week. So last week was £2.5, maintain this week. So let's hope next week will be kind to me and those scales will go down. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I know this has been pretty short and sweet, but as always, I'm trying to fit this in between loads of other things. And yeah, I've come home, I've stripped into my comfies. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I have to get into my comfies. And I love these t-shirts that are like 3 sizes too big when I'm just dossing around the house. Not dossing, but you know what I mean, like cooking tea and everything. And yeah, so anyway, I will see you again next Tuesday, back to my original day for my weigh-in. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. And I hope you've had the results that you were expecting this week. And I will see you either tomorrow for my daily what I eat in a day, or if you're just here for my weighing update, I will see you next Tuesday. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.